John Leone with a very special interview with Kelvin Serem. Here's John.
Thank you, Gary. A couple of weeks ago, we brought you the story of a Lafayette junior by the name of Kelvin Serem from a small farming village in Kenya, Africa. The story was so significant that it actually warranted a front page, full page article in the sports section of the New York Times. Last week, I had a chance to catch up with Kelvin Serem on Lafayette's campus. For you now, let's go to that conversation with Kelvin. Kelvin, so many questions, so little time. Your journey from Kenya to the campus of Lafayette College is an incredible story. Let's go to the beginning. Take us to your pre-high school days growing up. At what point did you realize that this is something you may have wanted to pursue?
Thank you for having me. That's a very good question. And I grew up in a very humble background. My parents were, farmers. And I went to a local school, which was public school. I did okay, but I had a lot of challenges growing up. Even not be able to get like a writing material or a textbook. I think I knew that my family needed someone who can change things.
Well, it's interesting. Your pathway. Then you took a test that you did very, very well in to attend a prestigious school in Kenya that really prepared you for the next step. Folks in the Lafayette community talk about our alumni involvement. There was an alumnus from the Blair Academy who knew of you and helped expedite your journey across the ocean. Tell us about the Blair connection.
So Blair, I didn't know about Blair at all. I knew Blair Academy when I was accepted to come to Blair. But before then, I was a sophomore in high school. That was St. Patrick's in Kenya. And Blair Academy wanted one student to come study in the US. And they gave the authority to the school, which was St. Patrick's. And out of 700 kids, they just say one. And that was me.
And your question is why. You will get to that in a minute. And then Lafayette, I asked you a few minutes ago, has Lafayette been a good choice? And you told me...
It's not a good choice, it's the best choice.
and a good choice for us as well, Kelvin. The notion of philanthropy is a learned concept. And most people don't learn it until later on in life. You're doing something very, very significant, very unusual for a young man of your age. Tell us about your efforts to give back to your hometown in Kenya.
I know college students might say I want to wait until graduate or until I get a job. But for me, the challenges that I faced when I was growing up, seeing those little kids in my village going through what I went, and it motivates me to, come up with these plans. But it's not actually me, just my friends, my family, friends who are in the US, and my high school coming together to, support those kids. So it's like they are supporting another Serem in my village.
It's an incredible story, Kelvin, and one that bears a little more information. You've raised almost $50,000 now from friends, from teachers, listen, I'm a fundraiser here at Lafayette in my day job, and I'll tell you, this is in lockstep with the philosophy of our college to pay things forward, to pay things, and it's just incredible that you did this kind of unsolicited. Tell us about your studies at Lafayette, how the adjustment has gone.
My first semester was not good, but I tried to make things happen, and right now I'm having a very good semester. My grades have improved. I did very well this season in the cross country. As a student athlete, you have those challenges in class and of course as an athlete. But for me, it was a mental shutdown because I was thinking about these projects in my village, and having a school like this, you have very good resources, very good staff members, excellent professors, actually helped me, to focus more and knew that I had support. So it's been a good journey for me.
Kelvin, we talk, what I try to tell kids who are looking at Lafayette, who ultimately want to come to Lafayette, don't come to Lafayette if you don't want to be busy. We attract busy kids. You take busy to a whole different level. We're short on time. Kelvin, you and I are going to talk some more because this is a fascinating story and one more point of pride for all members of the Lafayette community. Kelvin, thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your time and future success.
Thank you so much.
It was a fascinating interview, to be sure. When you talk about busy, Kelvin is a biology major. He's a cross-country runner. He is a philanthropist before his time, a fascinating young man. And it's funny how history has a way of tying things together. One of the important jobs that Kelvin had as a student at his farming village high school was to be the bell ringer, which is a very important job. In 1832, Aaron O. Huff blew the trumpet that called together 43 Lafayette students for their first classes at Lafayette. Now, in 1991, the Aaron O. Huff Service Award was created at Lafayette. I think candidate number one has to be Kelvin Serem. Back to you guys.